Welcome. This video will explain some of the basics of how to create a value drawing using graphite or pencil of a small still life. When you are setting up your still life, you need to choose 3 or more objects. These can be any objects. The objects that I'm choosing for this demonstration are 3 little marshmallows. Now, when you're setting your objects, you need to put them on an uncluttered surface and have them arranged with where 1 or 2 objects are overlapping the others. That means that one object or more than one objects are in front of other objects. Now for this demonstration, just to keep it simple, I'm only going to do one object, one marshmallow. You, of course, need to choose your own objects. Please do not do the same still life that I am doing in this demo. You need to choose whatever objects interest you, but they should be, again, 3 objects or more of your choice. Once you have your still life set up, your objects set up, arranged using overlapping, the next step is to create a clear source of light. And so you can do that using a flashlight, you can do that using a phone light, or you can do that using a desk lamp. I'm using a desk lamp, and you can see that there is a very clear area of highlight on my object and a very clear area of shadow. If you have very clear highlights and shadows, it makes it a lot easier to draw. Okay? So once you have your lighting set up, your objects set up, it's time to start. The first step is to create a quick sketch of how your objects are going to be placed on the page. When you're sketching out your objects and thinking about composition, which is how things are arranged on the page that you're drawing on, you really need to think about how they fill the space, so that you want them big enough so that they fill the page and that you don't have a lot of just empty space around the objects. So I'm going to grab one of my lighter pencils. This is just a regular number 2 pencil. And I'm going to start sketching out my object using a very light line. The reason why I want my sketch to be really light is that eventually when I start adding value, I want my outlines to disappear. Because when we're drawing something and making it look realistic, there are no outlines in real life. And so when we sketch, we need to make sure that we get rid of any outlines we have around objects. And also, if you draw too dark, it's very difficult to erase. And so with this beginning stages, we want to make sure that we're not going to have difficulty erasing later on. I'm going to add, just for interest and just to fill up this space here, a little bit of the edge of the paper. And that's it for our first initial stages of creating a still life using graphite.